7 boat modifications that void your insurance coverage, and the Supreme Court case that proves insurance companies can deny claims for completely unrelated reasons. Most boat owners have no idea they're taking this risk. Your insurance company isn't going to call you up and warn you about these modifications. They're actually counting on you not knowing about them. Because here's the brutal truth. Around 45% of boat owners don't tell their insurance company about their modifications. When something goes wrong, that's when they discover their policy is worthless. Just this past February, the U.S. Supreme Court delivered a crushing blow to boat owners everywhere in Great Lakes Insurance versus Raiders Retreat Realty. They upheld an insurance company's right to deny an entire claim because of an unrelated policy violation. In this case, a boat owner's fire suppression system was out of compliance, and even though his claim had nothing to do with fire, his insurance company voided his policy entirely and refunded his premiums instead of paying his claim. The message is clear. Insurance companies are looking for any reason to deny claims, and these 7 modifications give them exactly what they need. Quick note before we dive into the 7 modifications. This channel covers the regulations and insurance requirements that boat manufacturers and insurance companies don't advertise. I don't take sponsorships from insurers, I don't partner with brokers, and I don't sugarcoat how these policies actually work when it's time to file a claim. If you want straight information about what voids coverage, what triggers claim denials, and how to protect yourself financially, hit subscribe. This Supreme Court case is just one example of how the rules changed without most boat owners even knowing. I cover these updates every week, whether the insurance industry likes it or not. Your first mistake is probably the most common one: undisclosed engine and performance upgrades. You've got a perfectly good engine, but you want more power. Maybe you add a turbocharger, swap out for a bigger engine, or install performance chips. Seems harmless enough, right? Wrong. Insurance companies base their policies on factory specifications. When you alter those specs, you fundamentally change the risk profile of your boat. A $500,000 boat that runs 90 miles per hour will cost significantly less to insure than the same boat running 130 miles per hour. Once you get over 130 miles per hour, insurance costs can jump dramatically. But here's the kicker. If you don't disclose these modifications and file a claim, your insurer can void your entire policy for fraud. There's a documented case in California where a claim was completely denied after an undeclared turbocharger installation increased the boat's horsepower. The owner thought he was just having some fun. Instead, he lost everything when he needed his insurance most. The second modification that catches a lot of weekend warriors off guard is racing modifications without proper endorsement. You modify your boat for better performance, maybe upgrade the rigging on your sailboat or add racing electronics. Then you decide to enter a regatta or powerboat race. Standard boat insurance policies almost universally exclude racing-related incidents. That means if your boat gets damaged during a race, or if you cause damage to another boat, your insurance won't cover it unless you have specific race coverage. Take James, a competitive sailor in Ireland. He upgraded his sailboat to compete in an offshore race, but his standard policy excluded offshore racing risks. Smart move. He consulted a specialist marine insurance broker and added a racing endorsement. Days later, he collided with another vessel in rough waters. Because he had the proper coverage, his insurance covered the full repair and avoided a costly legal battle. Without that endorsement, he would have been looking at potentially hundreds of thousands in personal liability. The key here is timing. You need to add racing coverage before you participate, not after something goes wrong. Here's where boat owners get into serious trouble without realizing it. Using your recreational boat for commercial or charter purposes. Your buddy wants to pay you to take him fishing. Your neighbor offers cash for a sunset cruise. Seems innocent, but you just converted your recreational boat into a commercial operation. And your personal boat insurance doesn't cover commercial activities, paying passengers, or crew-related exposures. The risk isn't just higher premiums, it's complete denial of coverage if a loss occurs while carrying passengers for hire. Personal policies contain specific commercial use exclusions. If someone gets injured during a paid charter and sues you, your insurance company will walk away, leaving you personally liable for potentially millions in damages. This is becoming a bigger issue as more boat owners turn to apps and platforms to offset their boating costs by offering charters. You need specialized charter coverage with P&I insurance, that's protection and indemnity coverage, if you're going to accept paying passengers, period. The fourth way to accidentally void your insurance is probably the newest: DIY lithium battery installation. If you plan to do a lithium installation yourself, you may completely nullify your insurance coverage. One major insurer severely reduced liability coverage after a boat owner upgraded to lithium batteries. Even worse, if your system wasn't upgraded and installed by an ABYC-certified electrician, your claim may be denied entirely. In April 2024, Lloyd's of London introduced strict safety guidelines for lithium-ion batteries aboard yachts. Their requirements are crystal clear. All repairs, modifications, and alterations to any lithium battery or its charging equipment shall only be performed by the original equipment manufacturer or their authorized representatives. The American Boat and Yacht Council developed the E13 standard specifically for lithium batteries. If you have an ABYC-certified technician install a lithium system in your boat, there should be no issue. But if you do it yourself or use an uncertified installer, you're rolling the dice with your entire policy. Without proof of professional installation, many carriers will decline coverage completely. And if a fire occurs and it's traced back to improper installation, claims are denied outright. For those with CE-certified boats operating under the Recreational Craft Directive, installing lithium batteries without proper authorization can invalidate your CE certification, which carries significant weight in insurance disputes. Here's a tragic example of what can happen with non-compliant fuel and propane system modifications. An older 37-foot Hunter called Panacea was destroyed in an explosion. The owner had been dealing with a rat problem, and overnight, a rat chewed through a flexible hose in the propane supply line. When the owner lit a cigarette in the morning, it ignited an explosion that killed him and damaged 2 neighboring boats. The investigation revealed an aftermarket DIY propane setup that completely ignored ABYC safety standards. According to the National Fire Protection Association, approximately 5,700 grill fires occur annually, with around 100 related injuries. Because boat grills are above deck, boaters tend to be more cavalier about safety than they would be with galley ranges. Big mistake. Despite what online forums might tell you, using anything other than small, disposable propane canisters on a boat violates ABYC guidelines. Larger refillable propane tanks can compromise performance and safety by clogging orifices in control valves and regulators. If you're going to work with propane systems, you need someone who is gas-safe registered, has undertaken core LPG gas training, plus additional boat qualification, and carries specific marine insurance with experience working on boats. The 6th modification trap involves equipment and accessories not disclosed to your insurer. Most boat insurance won't include additional accessories and equipment unless specifically stated in the policy. It won't cover life jackets, navigation gear, GPS systems, anchors, or boat modifications. With the addition of new mechanical parts, the potential for failures increases, and you need these newly installed parts specifically insured. The problem is what I call the value gap. You install thousands of dollars worth of electronics, fishing gear, or safety equipment, but your policy still reflects your boat's original value. When something happens, you discover you're dramatically underinsured. This is especially critical if you have an agreed value policy versus an actual cash value policy. The difference can cost you thousands when filing a claim. To avoid unexpected surprises when filing claims, you need to regularly review and adjust your policy's coverage when making upgrades, repairs, or changes in usage. Consider hiring a certified marine surveyor to inspect your boat for compliance issues before modifications. Be completely honest about boat modifications, usage plans, and experience level. Inaccurate information will lead to coverage issues or claim denials later. The seventh modification that can void your coverage brings us back to that Supreme Court case I mentioned at the beginning. Safety equipment non-compliance destroyed Phil Pulley's claim in Great Lakes Insurance versus Raiders Retreat Realty. His boat was damaged, but his insurance company denied the claim because his fire suppression system was out of compliance, even though the claim had nothing to do with fire. The insurance company declared his policy void from its inception due to non-compliance, canceled his policy, and refunded his premium payments, which was far less than what his claim was worth. Pulley fought this all the way to the Supreme Court and lost. The court upheld the insurance industry's right to invoke breach of warranty to deny claims when there's any unrelated failure to adhere to policy terms. This ruling should send every boat owner running to check their fire extinguisher dates and safety equipment compliance. This is the new reality. Insurance companies are increasingly using policy technicalities to deny legitimate claims, especially since the Florida legislature passed SB 2A in March 2023, eliminating attorney's fee recovery against insurers. They know most boat owners can't afford to fight them in court. Here's what you need to do right now. First, pull out your insurance policy and read every word of the modifications and warranty sections. Second, create a detailed log of all maintenance, repairs, and modifications you've made to your boat. This documentation is crucial for claim recovery. Before making any modification, contact your insurer first. They may have specific conditions you need to comply with, especially for electrical work or safety systems. Use only qualified professionals for installations, and make sure all work complies with current ABYC standards. The bottom line is simple. Your insurance company is not your friend when it comes time to pay claims. They're looking for any excuse to deny coverage, and these 7 modifications give them exactly what they need. Don't let a simple modification turn into a financial disaster. Know your policy, disclose your changes, and document everything. Your financial future depends on it. Here's what you need to do in the next 24 hours. First, pull out your boat insurance policy right now and read the modifications section word for word. Look for phrases like material alteration, breach of warranty, or void from inception. Those are the legal tripwires. Second, make a list of every modification you've made to your boat: engines, electronics, batteries, fuel systems, safety equipment, everything. Third, compare that list to what your insurance company actually knows about. If there's anything on your list that's not in your policy, you have an undisclosed modification that could void your entire coverage. Drop a comment below with how many undisclosed modifications you found. Are you 100% disclosed, partially disclosed, or completely non-compliant? I'm tracking how many boat owners are unknowingly at risk. If you found undisclosed mods, don't panic. Contact your insurance agent this week and get them added. Yes, your premium might go up slightly, but that's infinitely better than having your entire claim denied when you actually need coverage. Subscribe if this opened your eyes to how insurance companies actually operate. I'm covering other critical topics that could cost you serious money, from Coast Guard violations to equipment compliance failures. And if you know someone who just modified their boat, turbo, lithium batteries, racing gear, whatever, share this video with them before they file their next claim and discover they have no coverage. The Supreme Court already ruled against boat owners. Don't be the next Phil Pulley.